as far as the Giants go, before the games, I'm on the field, not only batting practice, helping out with a little maybe hitting and whatever advice I can lend. And then once the games start, I'm like a community ambassador. Go up in the suites and sign some autographs, take some pictures, stuff like that.
And they pay for that?
It's amazing, ain't it?
They pay him for that? Are you kidding me? Anything cooking down the line? I don't want you to blow all your cover.
Nah,
you obviously like what you're doing. You like being on the field.
I do like what I'm doing, and I do like keeping my hands in it. Right now, we got 2 high school age and middle school age kids. So
yes, those kids.
Yeah, the kids make it to where I can't do it full time, but maybe down the road. You never know. We'll see. Probably the best memory in Candlestick was getting the base hit in '89, put us into the World Series, and having 60,000 fans, coming to their feet, and that stadium was rocking. I was there for Mike hitting actually a few homers. I watched you smack a few homers.
We've talked about that a little bit,
and,
but this is about you today.
Another thing too is, we talked about it being in a clubhouse, using Candlestick to your advantage, and of anybody, probably you were the best at it. Throwing the sinker and the curveball that you had, and throwing it against the wind, it just made it even that much better.
And remember, I had the split finger that Roger didn't teach me.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct. But that was like your third pitch. The first 2 were your dominant pitches.
Let me ask you a question. Do you remember the first spring training we had? You were taking batting practice off me, and I unintentionally hit you in the elbow.
Yes.
What did you think at that moment right there? Like,
it was
just a veteran getting his work in.
Yeah, it was one of those things where the guy's in there working on something and just got away from him. And that's the way you approached it back then, because you knew the teammate's not trying to hit you on purpose. So, it just got away from him.
Of course, I had no idea who you were at the time. You realized
that didn't matter.
And
that didn't matter.
When I went to center field and I was hiding behind Kruk and Bremley. They're going here. I was like, man, they're sure making a big deal about this guy hitting the arm. What's going on up there? They go, don't you know that's the #1 pick? I'm like, here I am trying to make the club. I'm
sorry I drilled that kid. Too bad.
I'm gone.
So sad.
So sad. So sorry. But I hope you felt better afterwards.
Thanks. I did.
We sure made each other feel good a few other times down the road, didn't we?
And then look, the friendship grew from there.
Yeah, look at us.
As far as a pro or a true professional, shall we say, it would be like Mike and myself and some of the guys that he talked about, like Kruko and Brentley. Every day we showed up, we had a job we had to do, and your teammates knew you were going to be there and give you 100% of what you had. Some days, you had 80%, but you gave 100% of that 80%. And that's why the Giants back in the late 80s and into the 90s was such a good organization, because those are the kind of guys you had in the clubhouse.
What was it, an instinctive thing? Were there growing pains that you had to go through?
Well, you know what? I mean, this is one of my mentors right here, and so me being a younger player, I didn't know how to go through a 162 game schedule, so I leaned on guys like this and their knowledge, and finding out, hey, look, this is how you make it over the course of a long haul. This is how you make it through injuries. This is how you make it through slumps and good times. Don't get too high with the good times. And so, as much conversation as we had, as much friendship as we had, it translated on the field.
Well, we had a unique mix of, guys are going different directions, We've got guys coming into the game, guys trying to hang on. So we just tried to basically outwork the other team, show up as early as we can, forget about all the other stuff, and outwork them, run the stairs, and take extra BP. If I had to hit him, nobody's there, I'd hit him ground balls. If he booted a couple balls, I was on his rear end and we're working it out, or Swindle or somebody, we're working it out.
And you showed up.
Didn't let those things go by.
No, you showed up at Candlestick, and if
it
was
every day.
One of those miserable days, it's like, all right, boys, here we go. We're gonna figure out a way to do it today.
And we had a lot of positive guys in the clubhouse too that helped out.
For sure.
And I never said anything. I just sat there and did my job.
I
taught him how to sight his rifle.
That's bull.
Can you believe that?
That's bull.